Charles of fishingatwork.com, and here I am on the Charles River, a little south of the Charles River Esplanade, and I'm going to do a little showcase of me fishing. I don't have my tripod with me, but I'll be showing a little bit of my fishing, and hopefully I'll be going back to the area where I caught, I caught one pretty largemouth bass into some lily pads, and I'm hoping to get the same result today or better. The old buddy here fishing for some small panfish, has his good setup going on there. Gonna leave him alone. He's having a good time, but people are back, people are fishing during lunch, and they're having a good time. I think he's actually retired, so that doesn't really quite qualify, but he is fishing during lunchtime. So tag along with me as I do my fishing adventure. I'll try to set up my phone so maybe you can see me, but honestly where I'm fishing at, there isn't anywhere to set it up without a bike or somebody running over it. So I'll kind of clue you in when I catch something or something else happens. So cool, let's do this. See if I can get this set up. Making sure I have a long cast, and I'm casting between a lily pad. Should be toward the shallow. Whoa. Well, if you just saw that, I just fell in a hole right next to the shoreline. Don't know what's doing there, but I just saw a huge bass. It must have been 3 to 5 pounds, jumped out of the water right next to the lily pads. And then it did a second boil right next to the lily pad. So it was obviously chasing something. I saw half its body when it jumped out. It was a very sizable bass, but maybe it doesn't want what we're looking. But it's me and this other guy who's fishing over here are actually casting. He's casting right over top of it, and it's not biting. So I don't know, maybe it wants a top water bait of some sort, a buzz bait or a frog or a rattler, or I don't know what it was chasing, but I didn't see anything. But it definitely thought it did. So it might be like a minnow or menhaden or shad or something it's chasing after it. Maybe I'll get lucky. We'll see. gonna move a little closer, and that's gonna require you not watching me. So I'll be back. So apparently that bass was chasing after dragonflies on top of the lily pads. It's hitting the center of the lily pads. You can see them, it's chasing them around, and the guy's throwing minnows, he's throwing frogs. He can't give him the bite. But the thing is huge, and it doesn't want anything else other than a dragonfly right now. So I'm not gonna crowd the area and let him have some fun. Maybe he'll catch him after he gives up on the dragonfly. I'm gonna move along the shoreline here. It's kind of hard to prop this phone up, so maybe you'll see me catch a fish here, maybe you'll see me strike out. Bite. Nibbler. Not yet. Yeah. Sorry about the language. Got you right there. I'm missing strikes right now. Right on the edge of the lily pads. Maybe it's a small bass, maybe it's a crappie, who knows. What if I can go into the thing and change those settings there? Figure it out later. maybe I spooked him now. It's not biting anymore. I'm gonna move down. Guys, I just hooked a gigantic carp right in his back. I thought I had a huge bass. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be one for the record books. And then it showed its back, which is where my hook was somehow. Like that little spinner thing hooked you in the back. And he's going left, he's going right, he's going up, he's going down. He's taking out all my drag, and then he's flying into the shoreline, and I'm like, this is freaking ridiculous. And then after about 3 minutes and people staring at me acting like, hey dude, what the heck you got down there? Pow! Right to the surface, it breaks off, and you know, fun's over. Never actually hooked or caught a carp before, but you know, here's my fishing rod, and whoa. Here's the here's what's left of my bait. So he got away. I have a story to tell. It's on video. I actually tried to grab my video while I had a hook. I knew I was not going to be able to pull him in. No way, not even with this braided line. And I just wanted to have a glimpse of him for you, but it just didn't happen. Maybe I'll actually try to go carp fishing sometime. And not really. It was a decent fight though. It's good to know that a carp, if you do catch him, puts up a pretty good fight. Kind of feels like a catfish that wants to stay on the bottom. It doesn't want to fight too much, but it has like long, hard pulls. And yeah, so I kind of struck out. I don't know. I couldn't catch him. It would have been, well, I could have, but it would have been a miracle. Since it didn't eat it, and I was just snagged it in like probably one of its scales in the back, it was gonna break off eventually. So that's that. I snagged a carp. That's today's adventure. So go out there and get your own adventure while you're at work. Get fishing.